Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday, happy Friday, wherever you are. I'll wait a couple of minutes. Sorry, I was running a minute late. How is everyone this morning? Welcome. Come and say hello. I'll give it a couple of minutes, see if anyone comes on before I start rambling on. If you are watching the replay, please hit the thumbs up. Go check out my Facebook page if you haven't. It is Dash with Nick. Been running a competition this last 10 days, and I'm going to do the announcement this morning on here. So I will do that shortly. But yeah, if you are watching the replay, please leave a comment, give the thumbs up, share. It all helps. And if you are on and you are on live, please leave a comment. Let's get chatting and give me the thumbs up. I've got my new webcam. One thing I did learn, I did notice the last few lives I've been doing that the quality's not been that great, and I just thought, oh well. But realized it was my Mac camera. It wasn't the best, and I didn't realize you could actually get an additional camera. So I have a new webcam. Good old Amazon gives me the goods. So for $80, got this camera. So it makes me a bit more lively. You can see a bit more. But yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. What's the time? It's 3 minutes past 6 here in Brisbane, Australia. And I have to take my dog to the vets in a couple of hours. He's having his annual vaccinations. Poor guy, he's nearly 9 and he's limping a bit. So that's pretty sad. Dogs, when they get older, it's really hard to see. But he needs his vaccinations, but we're going to look at his limp. I'm sure it's just arthritis, but I've been giving him this like probiotic / I don't know what you would call it. But anyway, he's been having that, and that seems to be helping a bit. But I don't know if you can see the reptiles behind me. Don't know if you can see Rex. He's my beardie. Come and say hello to Rex if you don't want to say hello to me. He's just come out of hibernation or bermation in reptile language, probably about 3 weeks ago now. So he hibernated, bermation, whatever, for 3 months. How amazing. Why can't we all do that? Hello, the shrinking shadow. Good to see I'm not alone. I was just waffling along on my own. How are you? Yes, you can see Rex. I thought I'd do a different view this time because my mom's back from England now, so I can't have her house. Because normally I like to do it in my mom's house because she's been away for 6 weeks. And I feel like I wake everyone up, but oh well, it's 6 a.m. People should be up, right? But I can now do this. I feel like the other day I found out a few things how to use this StreamYard, which is pretty cool. And I can even add people to the stage. And whilst it was pretty scary the other day when I did it, because I didn't know I could do it, I can do it in future. So if anyone ever wants to come and have a chat, yeah, Rex is lovely. He's the easiest pet ever. Just have to make him a salad and give him some worms. And I'm glad you're good though, Dana. But yeah, it's Friday afternoon for you in Florida? I'm about to do the competition draws in a bit. I might give it like 10 minutes or so and get some extra guests on if they want to come on and do the entries for NK Slots and Dash with Nick for the Facebook competition. Really excited. This Facebook competition has been great, especially with Dash with Nick. I managed to get, I think I'm on 95 Facebook followers. So I really wanted to get that to 100. So if you are watching this, whether you're watching the live, go check out Dash with Nick Facebook. I'll put the page here. I know I keep harping on about it, but I'm really keen to, like, I share a lot more stories. Sorry, I should put Facebook Dash with Nick. Let's make it 100 by the end of the day. Hey, guys. Like, I honestly, like, as much as obviously YouTube is going to be the main platform for all my videos, I do want to do lots of Facebook stuff, different things I wouldn't share on YouTube. So try and, use them differently, but obviously same. So if you haven't, check out Dash with Nick's Facebook page and share it with your friends, invite people. That would be really helpful. Because I think I'm 5 away from 100. If I could get 100 today, oh my God, that's my goal. So you got to set goals, right? Oh dear, I'm probably like a broken record with my Facebook, but check it out if you haven't already. I know you have, Dana. You didn't enter the competition though. You didn't enter the competition, Dana. But yeah, no, Rex has got the easy life, doesn't he? Just sitting there, sunning himself and eating a few worms. What the life, hey? You got booted. Oh, okay. I was just waffling on about my Facebook competition, and I said you didn't enter. Did you not want $100 Amazon card? You could have used that. But if you are in Australia and you do win, I'm happy to send cash. Internet glitchy, is it, Dana? You got booted off. Yeah. I'm pretty lucky here. My phone reception is pretty shoddy at times. But the internet seems to be okay. So, but yeah. I was just saying I'm trying to get up to 100 Facebook followers by, well, the end of today would be great, but let's go for the weekend. So if you haven't already, check out the Facebook group. I'll leave that up for a while. But yeah, how have you been, Dana? Haven't seen you in a while. I know we messaged this morning, which was really nice to hear off you. Always like to get my Dana message. Wake up to Dana. Although, your time scales are different in Florida. A lot of people are saying they aren't getting my live, like Dash with Nick is live. I don't know. Did you get a like a referral, or did you get a message alert come up for that I was live? I don't know how that works, right? On my other channel it comes up, but not on, like, I don't know, some people are saying that they don't get the notification that I'm live. But I am setting my lives for every Saturday this time and every Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights seem to be a lot more like active. I guess, yeah, people have finished work and they can come on. So that's really cool. When I say night, it's afternoon. Dana, where have you gone? Have you got booted off again? Come back. Come back and chat. Come and say hello. Don't be shy. I am going to spin the wheel for the competition shortly. And I should get my camera and record it, because I probably will put it on Facebook as well. I suppose I could take it from this, actually. Maybe I can snip a bit from this. I know StreamYard does let me, at the end, it does an AI thing, which is pretty cool. But I seem to be alone again, Dana. Where have you gone? Come back. You must be having internet issues. That sucks. It's not so bad when you're at work and you can't get online, but when you want to do something like order food, I've been doing a lot of food ordering myself this week. How bad is that? Like, go out and do gig work, and then I find that I'm ordering food. That's terrible. Morning, Maurice. How are you? Happy Saturday. What is it? You're half an hour behind. Must be really early for you. Thank you for joining us in South Australia. I was just chatting to myself because I think like everyone disappeared. Well, I say everyone, Dana disappeared. But I was just saying I've been ordering a lot of food this week, delivering. Can you not deliver to yourself? Oh, you mean pick it up myself? Well, no, because it's normally on in the day when I'm working. So, yeah, I order at lunch, and I really have to stop that because literally I've been doing it every day. And I was just saying as well, the Facebook competition has gone really well. I'm nearly up to 100 followers, which I started off at 40 before the comp. And I think I had 32 or 33 entries in the competition. So really happy about that. So if you haven't, I'm trying to get 100 followers by today, tomorrow. Like, come on, share my link, invite people. Hi Z, how are you? Hope you're well. Watching your videos makes me want to order food. I know. Well, I mean, when I'm delivering it, I'm not too bothered because it's in the morning, right? I'm not that hungry in the morning, and I've normally had my coffee, so that fills me up. But during lunchtime, I was just saying that I've just been ordering, like we get these. I mean, if you're in Australia, you would know it's called grilled. It's like burgers, and I always get like this vegan burger and their chips, and I'm just obsessed with them. But yeah, I've done that a few times this week, but don't tell my husband. If he asks, I only had it once. I'm whispering because he's only in the other room. But yeah, I really should stop doing that. And I need to figure my diet out before Vegas. I've got 9 weeks to get into shape, or at least lose a few kilos. And I just feel that I'm getting nowhere fast. So starting from Monday, I'm going to try hard and really put the effort in. But yeah, I do get it. Like, seeing food deliveries probably does make you want to order. And then other people, like, doing it all the time. When I'm doing it, I'm not that hungry. But yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm not too bad, thanks, Z. I was just saying, it's been a week. I'm so glad it's Friday. I mean, Saturday. But before we know it, it is Monday again. And I wish I was Maurice, and I wish I was retired and just doing gig work and vlogging. So I didn't win the Powerball. Was it 2 nights ago? Oh, I did. I won $12. Tell a lie. But I didn't win enough. There was 30 million that someone won. Oh, that is my dream. Yeah, I know. Burgers and chips is not on the health side at all. I do get it. Like, I'm my own worst enemy. I just have a food addiction. And yeah, it's just really, it's really hard. And, like, at least I can come out here in a minute. I love food. And, I do feel like I'm not the most unhealthiest person in the world. Like, I do take health pretty seriously, but I go through these moments of either being good or bad. And then when I'm good, what is it about these glove things? Like, that's just really random and really weird. And that's just, I don't get why he comes on here every week and talks about gloves, but it's the same person. And if you don't like my content or you don't like coming on here, then don't. Like, talk about gloves. Just so weird. Just another troll. Oh, a 3-day week would be amazing, Z. Honestly, they were talking about it because I think it's in Sweden or somewhere, like, and they actually are looking at they do 4-day weeks. And I know Australia, I could be wrong, they're looking at doing a 4-day week. I would honestly love that. Some companies do half-day Fridays, which, like most of the time Fridays are like pointless. Like, let's face it, like, you are on your weekend mode. It's like you're not really that invested. I don't think Fridays, like, and I always thought if I went part-time, I'd have Wednesday off to break up the week. So that way, that is a dream of mine. So if I keep doing this and the extra income from YouTube, I can then go and do gig work and film a whole day on Wednesday. Then it doesn't put as much pressure on just doing these mornings. Oh, no, Dana. So you're in Florida, right? Z's in Florida too, so she can probably relate. And like I was saying, glitchy internet is terrible. Or they don't want you to chat to me. That could be the reason. I was also saying at the beginning of this, I got a new webcam, which is connected up to my Mac. So I have been noticing lately, as well as that guy telling me that came on my stream the other day, telling me that my quality wasn't that great. I did realize that before, and I was like, okay, I didn't realize that I could connect a webcam to this laptop. Obviously, I was using the Mac's camera, but now I don't need to upgrade my Mac, which is great. And I got this camera for $80 on Amazon. Good old Amazon. Oh, Maurice, stop rubbing it in. Wow, we're all thinking of doing that one day, eh? That's the dream. Have you started doing gig work yet? Dana, have you started yet? Have you done any gig work? I know you've been busy at work. Dana, you should start vlogging your gig work if you do it. I know you talked about it. You got your GoPro. There's no excuse. Come on. Friday afternoons usually drag. Sometimes not. Although if you got me on in the background, is that worse or better? Yeah, I know. My boss always has he calls me around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and that kind of stresses me out a little bit too, because it's like, oh, come on, like I'm on weekend mode now. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, he phoned and I was walking the dog. I was like, yeah, like I don't want to talk shop right now. Call me Monday, Have you told me you're retired? No, Maurice, tell me again. Oh dear. I just got a reminder my dog is in the vets shortly. We're going to take him to the vets. He's got to have his vaccinations. He is nearly 9 and he's limping, and typical old dog thing, but it's pretty sad. You're not stormy yet, Z. Hey, Grandma Moore, how are you? Has it stopped raining yet? I suppose I better get on with the Facebook entry shortly. I've put everything into a wheel and I'll announce the winner. I was just going to do it out of a little pick out of it, and put people in a piece of paper and pull it out. But I decided to go for the wheel thing. So I might do that shortly. I was going to get my camera low, but I guess I can snip it from this. Hopefully Monday is going to be the day. Well, I hope so too, for you too. Fingers crossed. But although you're in no rush, are you? It's a beautiful day, is it? Oh, can you remind me where you are, Grandmama? Where, and like, give me you can tell me the state, but whereabout is that? Is it in the middle? Is it? I get so confused. I guess I make Fridays bearable or something to look forward to. That's hilarious. Oh dear. Thank you. I'm really excited. I'm at just over 500 hours left until I think I'm at 2,500 hours. So thank you to everyone that's been watching my playlist in the background. Like, it really does help. I've noticed like I've had a surge of hours lately. So thank you if you've been watching my playlist. It means a lot. So a big shout out to everyone that's put my playlist. I've got a vlog playlist. So if you go to my playlist, you can go to the vlogs. There's like 80 plus videos and just let them play. You can even turn the sound down. Although apparently if you turn the sound off, YouTube doesn't count it. I don't know if that's true. So thank you for everyone. It just feels like a never-ending battle these hours. So yeah, it's just it's like, honestly, I can't thank you enough. Oh, thank you, Grandmama. I'll call you Christine because that's your name, isn't it? Thank you, Christine. So Midwest. So okay. So you're kind of, does that mean like where on the map is compared to, like, obviously where Vegas is that kind of further up or further across? Did I tell you I failed geography at school? Christina with an A. Oh, you're in no rush. Had a dry run Thursday and realized it would take a while to get into the sky. Yeah. You mean when you're driving, you're just like, it will take you a while to get into. Well, no, it will take time. It took me like 2 or 3 months before I was really like, okay, confident to go out and do this, like vlogging, and also without my husband, maybe 2 months, I would say. It is kind of quite daunting when you first start. Like if you do a lot of driving anyway, then I don't think it's a problem, whereas I didn't do a lot of driving. Far away from Vegas. Did I tell you I'm going to Vegas in 9 weeks? Maurice keeps telling us he's retired. I'll keep saying how long until my Vegas trip. We have got about, because I'm trying to get so much money per day, but at the moment, because I'm transferring all my DoorDash and Uber Eats money into American dollars, so far we have got at least $500 US a day for 9 days so far. My goal is to get that up to $1,000 a day for spending money. That's just spending money. We've already paid for accommodation, we've paid for car hire, we've paid for flights. So $1,000 US a day. I assume that is okay. Like, I hope that's enough. Like, don't forget, we like to gamble. It is a sin of mine, you gotta have some enjoyment. And I guess gambling and food is my thing. I don't really drink alcohol. Like, I have a sip of my husband's ginger beer now and again, and that's it. Last time I had a proper drink was November the 2nd for my friend's wedding. I don't drink alcohol. So give me food and give me the slots, pokies any day. Lake Michigan. I'm a big M&M fan. So is that near Detroit? I tell you what, I think the other day, it was a few weeks ago, someone said they grew up with Eminem and they wish he was their dad. And I was like, you wish he was your dad. I wish he was my husband. That shows my age. Food and gambling. Yeah. But you know what? Like, I don't see it as a bad thing. I mean, food, yeah, you can overeat and you can have heart problems. I get that. That's not healthy. But gambling can be an addiction too, right? But as long as you're not gambling, like my kids still eat, my kids still have clothing, I still pay my mortgage every week or every month, whatever. I still, it's my splurge, it's my downtime. And obviously I do the other channel, which helps. And you like M&M's, but the chocolate version is very... You are funny, Maurice. Being on 8 Mile, woohoo! Is it as rough as they say it is down there? Is it 8 Mile, the rough one? I mean, it's obviously nowhere near Vegas, and I can't imagine me ever going to Michigan or Detroit. I'd love to go and do the old spots, like where he grew up in, and, just you can go and do little tours of, where his first home was, or, all the different spots where he started doing his first studio, and love it. Love him to bits. I went to see him in 2019 in Brisbane. Oh, we were in the mosh pit. Oh, it was so scary. I hate crowds, and I don't know how I'm going to take Vegas. But yeah, just being in, you felt so claustrophobic and everyone's around you. It was really full on. But the experience was great. I had to move myself to the side. But yeah, like Eminem. So if I ever am in Detroit, I'll hit you up, Christina. We can go and do some Eminem spotting. Go check out his house, his mansion. We can stalk him. Oh no, you keep missing, stupid Storm. You're back again. Dana, you didn't enter the Facebook competition. And I was saying, when are you going to get, have you been doing any Uber Eats or DoorDash, and are you going to get vlogging? What I might do is I might do the Facebook competition, because I could talk about Eminem for ages. So it'd help if I had the right phone. Okay. Let's do... Let's do the Facebook comp. So again, thank you to everyone. And if you are watching this, please give it the thumbs up, whether it's a repeat or the actual video. But I have been running for Dash with Nick a Facebook comp. So thank you for everyone that has joined the Facebook comp. I was just saying earlier, probably most didn't see it, that basically we've had a great response on Dash with Nick. I think I've had like 40 or 50 new Facebook followers, which has been awesome. I've had 33 entries in Dash with Nick's one. So I was hoping to get 100. I'm at 95 right now. So if you haven't, check out the Facebook page. I will put the link here. And yeah, let's get to the winners. So if you are in Australia and you do win, then obviously you can opt for the cash if that's what you want. But yeah, please check out the page if you haven't done so. So I don't know if you can see, I have the wheel app. Let's go with the Dash with Nick. I'm also going to do the NK Slots one as well. Might as well. Seems I'm doing it. I thought I might as well, and then I can share it, the winners, on Facebook. So the winners will be announced on Facebook as well. So hopefully I can do a snippet from this. If not, I'll just put their names. So we are going to spin the Dash with Nick one. So spinning, spinning, spinning. And who is the lucky winner? Stacey Sargent. So well done, Stacey. Wonder if I can share the result. But I can screenshot it. Awesome. Well done, Stacey. You are the lucky winner of the $100 voucher on Facebook. So well done. I will put I will put this in the Facebook comp on the page. So just in case you aren't on YouTube, but hopefully you are on YouTube and you check out the channel. And then I'm going to do the NK Slots one. The Dash with Nick one, we had 33 entries. The what was it? The NK Slots one, our other second channel, my slot channel. I think we had 28 and we had a big response as well. So, and we've had quite a few Facebook entries on that one. So do the Facebook one now for NK Slots and see who the lucky winner is. Rosa Mentora. So congratulations, Rosa. Well done. Hopefully you are also on YouTube too, and we will mention that on Facebook anyway. So that is for the NK Slots. So well done, guys. I'm going to be running. Well, I'm hoping to run these competitions probably not together again. It was quite full on. It was quite full on doing the two together, as in, you know, sort of like managing the names and keeping an eye on who's entered. Yeah, so next time I think we will at least try and do them every 6 weeks or at least once a month, but maybe not all together. So yeah, congrats. Thanks, Christina. So I didn't screenshot her name. I should do that, shouldn't I? Oh, crap. How do I get that? Anyway, Rosa and Christina nearly gave you the win. Rosa and Stacey, well done. There you go. So I'm going to be running them, or we're going to be running them. Obviously, NK Slots isn't just me. We're going to be running them hopefully monthly, and obviously to build some momentum on those platforms. So again, thank you for everyone that's supported this competition and has entered. And hopefully I can screenshot Stacey's name. No, I can't. Oh well, it'll be on this, and I can. Not Stacey, Rosa. I'm getting myself confused now. I'm hungry. What should I order? Talking about it. I don't know. This time of day, what can you order? I mean, it's probably Macca's and Hungry Jack's. That's about it, isn't it? Not much of this. Or you could get something from 7-Eleven. Get a hot pie. I don't know. I'm more of a lunchtime order or evening order, and that is when I'm not out on the road. And I go and do my little deliveries, and then I'm like, why did I even bother going out and, you know, sort of doing food deliveries? Like, why, if I'm just spending it on takeaways? But yes, thanks. Yes, congrats to Rosie. So that is exciting. Yeah, there wouldn't be much open at this time of day. Probably give it another couple of hours. You'll probably find, especially like the coffee club and places like that, it's all breakfast food, isn't it? This time of day. I honestly wish there was a juice place, like where I used to live, about 20, 30 minutes away. I could always order fresh juices, which was amazing. They were expensive, and they did the best, like, it was like healthy breakfast options. Like there was like this banana and ice cream, and it was all like oats and stuff on top, and it was really healthy. But over here where I am now, there's no such thing. I suppose I could check on Uber Eats. Would they deliver that far? I don't know. Probably would. Probably pay some driver $10 to do it. But yeah, I wish there was a bit more like that I'd have those kind of things. I'd have those things over like a burger any day, but there's just no options. Just it's grease or more grease, unfortunately. So it's not good. Not good. McDonald's is crap, I must admit. Like, I mean, I haven't eaten McDonald's. I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's. Probably before I went vegetarian. I was 28. So I'm 46 now. So it's been a while. Yeah. I don't even like delivering from McDonald's. They're just a nightmare. But now I've got my little box. It is a lot easier. That does help. I do need to get a bigger one that I can put like double orders in. So I think that next time my husband goes to the shed, I'll say, can you get me the bigger box so I can put that in the car too? But we've had a lot of rain lately and the back garden is like a swamp. So we need our wellies on when we go down the back garden. But we're going to get some concrete and everything at the end of this month. And whilst it's costing a lot of money, it will help with the mud. Can you also see my snake as well? His name is Spud. He's a beard. He's not a bearded dragon. He's albino Darwin python. He's very angry. My son loves him, like picks him up. We had him since, we've had him about 3 years now, just like Rex. So this is like a little zoo tour. You saw him. Yeah. We've got these big like enclosures. There's another snake in that one, Marty. He is a Woma python. He's really friendly. He's lovely. But this one's a bit angry. Yeah, he's just had his morning worms and he's happy. I mean, what a life. I think he beats your life, Maurice. Just to sit in the light and just bake and go to sleep in the afternoon until the morning, until I turn his light on again. But he's just come out of hibernation, Burmation. So he was there for 3 he was there for 3 months. I mean, how easy is that life? Nearly as easy as your life, Maurice. You need a light. Yeah, get yourself one of those sunning lights. Snake and friendly in the same sentence. No, he is. I should get him out, but he's probably under his log. Although saying that, he hasn't eaten for about 2 months now. So every time my husband goes to feed him, because he feeds him, I'm not going to feed them. Feed them rats, yuck. But yeah, every time he goes to feed him, he doesn't want his food. So Spud ends up getting an extra rat and gets, obviously that's not good for him because you're then power feeding them and they become bigger and just more like, okay, hungry, and a bit like us humans, the more we eat, the more we want. But he hasn't eaten, so we're not sure. He did go through shedding, and that could be a reason why. So hopefully he takes something, because snakes can go up to 12 months without eating, which is crazy. Your cat would like the light. He loves going out on the lawn. My cat's an indoor cat, so he doesn't go out. He wishes he could. The dogs want to come in and the cat wants to go out. It's like, my cat would just get run over. He's a rag doll and he's pretty docile. But yeah, definitely they do love to, my dogs love to roll around in the sun. Luckily we do get a lot of sun here. Even when it rains, the sun's out. So did we lose Dana again for the internet problems? Poor thing. It's funny how Florida, like one part of Florida, is a bit like Queensland, really. Florida and Queensland are probably similar in size, maybe Queensland slightly bigger. But from the fact that you can drive like 10 hours, and it's like Queensland, you can drive, I think from Brisbane up to like the top is like 12, 13 hour drive, maybe even longer, up until like the Daintree area, which I've been, like up into far north Cairns. So it's just crazy how, like, these states, you think, oh yeah, Dana's in Florida, Z's in Florida, they must be pretty similar weathers, but they're not. They could be hours and hours away from each other. Yeah, 12 months. But that could be more like wild snakes. That could be like, obviously, if you're in captivity, maybe you probably expect it and need it a bit more. I don't know if there's a difference between captivity and non-captivity snakes, but yeah, I have heard, because that's my son has a bit of autism, but one thing that brings him out of his shell is like reptiles. and he's really fascinated by reptiles, and he'll just get this, he'll just see Rex move. He will get out and just like pick out the snake, as if, especially the angry one, and it doesn't bother him. It's like him and the snakes just like really gel. So, but yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I wouldn't like to see a wild snake. I wouldn't like to see like one of the deadly ones, or even 2 miles from me is different. I've had a storm near me, and I know the person up the street, and they were like, "What storm? You're in it." It's crazy, isn't that? We do that because sometimes, like, my husband will go to the dentist or somewhere like 20 minutes away, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, like, don't think you'll be mowing the lawn today?" And like, it'll be pouring down here, and he'll be like, "What do you mean? It's fine where I am." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, we've just had like the worst downpour ever." And was just saying about the rain, even though it is good for delivering food in, it also brings out the anxiety in me. So it's not always easy, especially, when, it's bad enough when, you already don't know where you're going, and you've got people, addresses that you don't know where they are, and maybe it's a unit. And then when it's pouring down with rain, it's like, it makes things even more scary. So I don't, as much as the rain does bring in, better options, better jobs. Like, I was getting so many jobs yesterday morning because it was raining, and I was only out for an hour because I had to start my day job, and I wasn't dropping the kids to the station till after 7. So I only literally had just over an hour. And the jobs that were coming through were pretty good. And I was like, oh, I wish I could stay out and do them because they were really good. But on a normal day, a normal dry, sunny day, the jobs are really bad. Oh, have you had no rain in nearly 10 months? That's crazy. I'm just going to send some rain. You need to be up in the tropics. Although South Australia, I have heard that you've got like the best fruit and like the best produce. I could be wrong, but I've heard that quite a lot. That South Australia is a great place to like get fruit from. But I could be wrong. That's just what I've heard. But yeah, you need that rain. Everyone needs rain, right? I'm sure I even saw on like a Vegas news feed that they had rain the other day, and they like celebrate it like it's, they've never seen rain before. But I guess it in the desert, you need the rain. It helps, right? Rex is gone now. He's gone over there. Can you see? The life, hey? Oh, I just get to go from one spot to the next. I could bring him out and put him on my shoulder. He does like to sit on my shoulder. Hey, buddy. You want to come out? I know. You come and say hello to YouTube. Come on. It's all right. Here you go. You want to say hello to YouTube? Oh. So Rex has joined the show now. He's the star. You have the best of everything, do you, Maurice? Okay, do explain what's good about South Australia. Your wine, although I do think New Zealand wine is much better. New Zealand wine is the best wine. Not that I drink alcohol anymore. It really doesn't go well with me. I have the odd ginger beer now and again, but I can't do wine. It just gives me a headache, makes me feel crap. We have been getting rain in the last few years, and we use only a 3 o'clock rain. Oh yeah, like an afternoon tropic storm or something. Like that's what we get here in summer. You feel like you're not sitting properly. That's it. But yeah, the tropics, tropic afternoons in the summer are like crazy clouds, crazy storm. He's the easiest. Although I think he's a bit nervous because the cat's just come out too, and the cat wants to chase him. They love it under their ears being rubbed like this. Hey, Rexy. And he really does need like normal daylight. So we do try and take him out on the weekend, just out on the grass, and let him bait for like 30 minutes. Just obviously watch him because the birds also come and get him. Oh, you haven't been getting rain. Oh, okay. Yeah. It gets like that, doesn't it? It's a bit like that. Sometimes like we go through droughts here in Queensland, Brisbane, and then all of a sudden we're out of the drought. The dams are overflowing, you know, people are flooding. Yay, say hello to Rex. He is so cute. Honestly, if you ever want a low maintenance pet, I think you can see Simba. If you ever want a low maintenance pet, then beardy dragons. Even snakes are pretty easy. Snakes are probably easier because this guy does need a salad every day and some worms. So he's not that low maintenance. And like when he goes out in the sun, he goes like orange, like bright orange. So that's really good for his skin. And on the top of his head is like, oh, he wants to get down. He wants to go under my desk thing. I've got like a thing for my, but that's okay. He can stay there. He's probably camera shy. Don't blame you, Rex. And he's seen Simba, the cat. So, hey, do you want to go back? Poor thing. I've probably just scared him. Where are you going, buddy? What are you doing? Are you camera shy? Anyway, Rex is like, screw you guys. Oh dear, you're trying to work and type at the same time. That's all right. We do appreciate you joining us while you're trying to work. That's so cool that you can do that. And Simba's watching Rex. I don't know. I'll show you Simba too. Maybe he'll be less shy. Hey? You want that bearded dragon, don't you? That's what you want. And it's not for you. It's not your play toy. Yeah. Here's my baby. All my babies. I'm going to put Rex back. Come on. Say hello. Yeah. It's my chair. Right, I'm back. No more zoo talk. Snakes. Yeah, we've got 2 pythons. They're pretty low key. They're not harmful. This one's a bit grumpy. His name's Spud. We named him after potatoes because it's one of my favorite foods. And I think it was about the same time, just after I did the Spud diet, the Spud Fit diet. So he's called Spud. And then the other snake's Marty. Don't ask me how he got his name, but he's a lot more placid, the other one. What did you say? I had a diamondback rattlesnake in the yard. I told them to keep all the snakes at their place. Yeah, we don't want poisonous snakes. They're not good for the dogs, are they? Really bad. It's really, yeah, like I suppose over here we get red belly blacks. I've never seen anything. I think my dogs scare away any snakes, and they're also doing a lot of building in the area, which would probably, but yeah, there would be the brown snakes, the taipans, like the things like that. But again, they kind of keep themselves to the south. They don't really come out looking for us. And I think the more noise you make, if you've got dogs and stuff, they tend to keep away. Like what I've learned over the years of having snakes is, because I'm not really a snake person myself, but I kind of learned to love them because of my husband and watching a lot of Steve Irwin. like like that guy is amazing and what he's done for wildlife and conservation, and just the knowledge about, like, they're not out to get us, like they're not. Yes, they're deadly, but you get in their way and you like threaten them, or most of the time humans are the worst. It's humans the ones we've got to watch out for, so not the snakes. And they're here for a reason, and they're here to kill all the rodents and all the to keep rodents at bay. So but yeah, definitely, like, I've learned a lot about snakes over the last few years, and I've always was a Steve Irwin big fan growing up, like watching his like wildlife shows. It's like Nick's zoo: dogs, cats, lizards, snakes, kangaroos. Yeah, the kangaroos will be somewhere, although they tend to be here earlier in the morning, and also they're not in the back garden because the dogs, and obviously we've got fence, thank God, otherwise the dogs would chase them. But it is crazy, really. Like, I've got so much going on. In the morning, I have to give myself 15 minutes to go around, feed the dogs, feed the cat, give Rex his salad, his worms, make sure the lights are turned on, make sure the dogs have water, make sure blah, 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 blah. Poop scoop, it never ends. And then, got kids, and you know what that's like. We all, it's never ending. You have very venomous snakes in your area. You love the name Spud. Yeah. I haven't had a potato in a while other than a fried chip. How bad's that? But hey, come Monday, I'm going to start and I'm going to focus. I've got 9 weeks to Vegas. I think it's 9 weeks. So I really need to focus on getting this weight off, or at least getting a few kilos off, like, just so when I go to Vegas, when I gain weight in Vegas, it's not such a big deal. Whereas if I gain weight now, then that's not so cool. I still haven't lost this time last year, we were coming back from the Maldives, and I still haven't lost my honeymoon weight that I gained. I think I gained 4 or 5 kilos on the honeymoon because it was all inclusive. The Eastern Taipan, yeah, that would be the most venomous. I think drop for drop for the size, the Eastern Taipan, but they're also one of the shyest snakes too that I've heard. I actually watched this snake guy in Florida. His name's Chandler's Wildlife. I don't know, but he has a lot of the venomous snakes, and he has like his own, like, he's only a young guy, he's like under 30. And I think he's got an Eastern Taipan, and he always tries to attempt to do it like a Steve Irwin, accent, which is quite funny. But we watch him quite a bit. But he's been bitten by like a cobra, and he's, like, it's crazy what he does and how he, like, and not long ago he had this cobra from quite a few years, and like a pet, and it's not even a pet cobra. You can't have a pet cobra, but I guess a cobra, and they're not really called pets. They're called hobbies, apparently, pets. I mean, snakes, lizards, reptiles. Anyway, his pet cobra died, which is pretty sad. Yeah, we love Steve. We're about 45 minutes away from Australia Zoo. That zoo has changed a lot since when I first came over in 2001. I actually went on my first date with my first husband at Australia Zoo. And back then it was really cheap to get in. Like, it was, yeah, Steve Irwin was famous. He had the shows, the Discovery Channel had him on, but it wasn't what it is now. But yeah, it was like $16 to get in. But yeah, we're 40 minutes away from Australia Zoo. But obviously now Robert Irwin is the new star of the show. I don't know if anyone's seen him. Like, his Bonds underwear, like, oh my God, that is crazy. How he's gone into this, like, underwear model. And it feels like I'm looking at a little boy because, he was like, he's always been really little, like, when Steve was around, and now obviously he's this grown adult doing underwear shots, which is really weird. Humans are the worst. They really are. Not good, is it? Also, I was telling my husband the other day, David Attenborough turns 99, or he did turn 99. Like, how is that guy 99, nearly 100? I would have put him at 80, maybe late 80s at the tops. I would never say he was 99. But anyway, happy birthday to him. He's done so much to, like, conservation, wildlife, just people know more about species. And I don't know how we got this into topic about animals, but I mean, if everyone knows me, animals mean a lot to me. You're making me want chips, my fault. Yeah. Fried chips are the best. That's what I was craving last night when we were out on the road. We only did 2 hours last night. We really weren't in the mood to do much dashing, or we were doing Uber actually. But I was like, I just want hot chips. We actually got pizza. I got my pumpkin pizza that I always get. But I only had 2 or 3 slices. I think it was 2 slices actually, and I put it back. So that's probably what I'm going to eat today. I'm meeting my other channel partner, my friend Kelly, for NK Slots today. We're meeting up at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and we're going to play some pokies. Well, we call them pokies, they're slots, so we can make more content for the next 2 weeks. So that's what we do every fortnight. So I'm meeting Kelly, and we're going to play some slots and hopefully have some fun and win and, make good content. It's not really about winning. It's about winning helps make good content, but, it's more about having fun. And obviously we really do have fun, and filming the slots is so much easier than vlogging. Like, it really is. Although I do love vlogging, like the editing part. I mean, I like snakes from a distance. Yeah, definitely, like, I think they're fascinating. I wouldn't like to encounter one in the wild. I think I encountered a red belly once in the wild, but again, it ran away from me. It saw me, and I was walking in like a bush area, and there was a path, and it ran the other way. I actually saw a brown snake in Darwin. I think it was Darwin. No, it was Alice Springs. And it was funny. It was, again, the brown snake. We were like in the middle of nowhere, like everyone knows, like Alice Springs. It's literally, probably more desert than Vegas. And well, obviously Vegas is pretty built up, but you know what I mean? It's nothing is there. And we were in this outback toilet, and it literally ran out as fast as, so it was trying to avoid us. It wasn't trying to attack us. I guess if we cornered it, then that would be different. Hungry Jacks. The smell about Hungry Jacks, which to US guys, it's called Burger King. Someone asked me about that on my channel the other day. I only just realized that Burger King and Hungry Jacks are the same thing, and it's because they couldn't name the franchise over here because someone else had already got Burger King name in Australia. I think it was someone in South Australia. I actually think that's where that came from. But anyway, Hungry Jacks is Burger King. But the smell of Hungry Jacks, every time I get Hungry Jacks, I don't know if it's their onion rings or their chips, but they smell amazing. But they also, what I love about Hungry Jacks is, unlike McDonald's, you can get a plant-based burger. And I haven't had I think it's called a Rebel Burger. I haven't had one in a while, but I must admit, every time I go in there, I do think about, I should get myself a Rebel Burger. I'm like, no, I haven't got time to order. But there's chips, their onion rings, they smell amazing. And honestly, their smell over McDonald's any day. I'll be like, yeah, I want that. Well, Robert Irwin and his is you should see it. It's really weird to see him in Bond's underwear. It's like, I don't know. I guess, you've got to earn your money somewhere. He didn't have a bad body either. Like, he wouldn't. I said to Dan, that's AI. Dan's my husband. That's AI. That's not him. And he's like, no, apparently he does work out. So deliver at Morris. I see that in my near future. What do you see in your near future? Did I miss something? Yeah, I'm still working, so I'm delayed. But she got me. Well, I must have missed something there. Was it your lunch or chips? Yeah. When they say the rating, Morris, is that the rating of the delivery or is that the rating of the restaurant? I don't know. The chips. Yeah. Did you get chips with your meal? Or did you go for their burger onion rings? I'd always choose grilled. I love their burgers at grilled. They like put real avocado on their burger. Like, it takes longer. It's a bit more. Oh, you got a hash brown. So do they not do chips at this time of day? It's funny, the other day I picked up an order from Guzman Gomez, which seems to be the latest franchise that's taking off, especially around here. There's a Guzman Gomez going up everywhere. I don't know if in the States you have Guzman Gomez, but it's like a Mexican, but they're going up left, right, and center. So I think if you had a bit of money to invest, putting a Guzman Gomez on the street corner would probably pay. But they are the in place to buy at the moment. There's new restaurants being built left, right, and center. But anyway, I picked up a coffee from them the other day just to deliver, and I thought it's a bit of a strange place to get a coffee from, a Mexican. I mean, they could do really good coffees, but I could think of other coffee shops to go to before, and that's all they had. It wasn't like they ordered like a Mexican burrito, breakfast burrito, and then oh, okay, I get it. Now I understand. So I was obviously talking about animals or wildlife or something in between. Oh, so they still do chips, but you can order the hash brown as well. I make my own hash browns. I do have them in the freezer and I put them in my air fryer. And to be honest with you, I think they taste just as good. And you can get a pack of hash browns, $5? Put them in the freezer, put them in the air fryer, and like I think at McDonald's you pay there used to be $1, but it's been a long time since I've ordered a hash brown. But I'm sure they're probably more like $2 a hash brown now. Whereas you can get a whole bag and put it in your freezer and then put it in an air fryer, and the air fryer is like kind of gets rid. Well, I mean, it doesn't get rid of all the fat, but it helps. Oh, the food at Guzman, I do like I don't know if you have Zamberos over there, Z, but I prefer Zamberos. They're another Mexican joint over here, but they're not as popular as Guzman, like their restaurants. Well, I mean, they probably are, but Guzman seems to be like taking off left, right, and center. But I like Guzman because they do the chips with their burrito, which kind of makes it, sort of a bit more. But they don't do my plant-based cheese or you can remove the cheese, which I do. And the good thing with Guzman, they do a mushroom burrito, which I love. And I guess the plant-based cheese isn't that good for me anyway. So I always get a mushroom. It's like pulled mushroom, shredded pulled mushroom. It's so good. And I get the avocado. But the only problem with Guzman is you have to pay extra to just have a little bit of lettuce. Like, what the hell's going on there? Like, lettuce. Like, that should come in a burrito. Sorry, that shouldn't be something additional. So, yeah, I'd have the beans, I'd have my mushroom, and I'd have the lettuce and avocado. And then sometimes I just get like a barbecue sauce. I always take, they do the corn and the tomato and stuff like that. It kind of makes it a bit soggy then. So I sometimes remove that. And is it like another thing? I can never know the name of it, but they put that on there and I don't particularly like that. So I always remove things. But my husband always goes like for the beef burrito and he loves it, or he goes for the nachos and he loves that there. So but yeah, there's loads of the restaurants going up, like left, right, and center, like everywhere you turn. You'd rather a margarita, than Guzman? That sounds much better. I don't eat deep fried anything usually. It's just listening to me talk about food, right, Maurice? The delivery person is called Samantha, but the photo, that is weird. Although sometimes, like, I must admit, I send my husband out, not when I'm filming, but then maybe it's her husband. So yeah, that does seem a bit dodgy. Although talking about dodgy, I had this person contact me to try and help me with my channel via Facebook. And they said they were in California. They had a picture of a woman in California, and they messaged me on Instagram, and there was no way they were American. There was no way they lived in California. The way they wrote to me was like they were in India. And like, I talk to a lot of Indians, and I'm not being racist, but I do for my job because they're all nurses over here. And the way the Indians will talk to me, they say my dear all the time. And this person was saying that. And I was like, I reckon it's a male Indian he was trying to help me in my channel. But I was like, you're going under like this California woman. I was like, so he either stole her identity or he just found some random picture and put them up. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I'm going to block that person. It just doesn't. And you hear about hackers and stuff like that. So I'm really suspicious. And yeah, I kind of think, See, we don't have that, Z. We don't have chipolati. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but I see it on all your like American food deliveries, like chipolati, but we don't have that. But I think they have it in the UK because when I watch London Eats, he has that and they go there. But it's amazing. Since I was in the UK over 20, I was telling my brother, in 20 years, I haven't been living in the UK, probably nearly 20 years, give or take, maybe 18. And like, there was one delivery guy and he was in Birmingham, which isn't far from where I was brought up. And I worked in Birmingham. Anyway, they had a tram line and I messaged my brother who's still in England, but he moves to Australia in July for good because I'm sponsoring him. And I was like, bro, since when did Birmingham have a tram line? And he's like, oh, I think they put it in like a year or two after you left. And I was like, oh my God, isn't it amazing how things change? And yeah, you're just like, well, blink and you miss it. So yeah, I know exactly, Z. I was like, yeah, it just didn't sound like a Californian woman speaking to me. And like, I do know, like, I can tell, like, I've just been dealing with enough people in my life to know how different nations speak and what they say. And it was definitely not California. Like, I don't know what a Californian woman would have said, but it wouldn't have been my dear. So Z, do you recommend when I'm in Vegas, what are some of the main, I mean, I know you might not know about what's in Vegas, but what's some of the plant-based options I could perhaps go for? Somewhere that my husband can also eat meat. Like other places, like is there like, do you have like a brand burger joint other than Hungry Jack's or McDonald's? Is there a brand like Mexican, like Chipolate? Could I eat something from there? Like, and he could have his beef thing or whatever he wants. Like In-N-Out Burger, I keep hearing about them. Do they do like a plant-based option as well as Dan can eat his meat option? I'd love to hear anyone out there in the US, if you could give me some suggestions. You might not know Vegas, but obviously there's always going to be, yeah, if you could see, that would be great. Thank you. Maybe let me know my next live. Like, just like, I know there are some, and my husband's happy to eat at plant-based places, but I don't want to spend my whole trip dragging him to plant-based places. But there's a place, and I think it's even in Resorts World where we're staying on the strip, but it's called Tarquarium or anyway, it's basically a vegetarian taco place. So we'll definitely go there. He can try it. He's happy to try. But I obviously want places that we can both order. Like he can order his thing, I can order my thing. Okay, so you don't know. Maybe I'll have to like do some research. But I was thinking if there was any, but that In-N-Out burger place, everyone seems to rave about it. They go, oh, In-N-Out burger, one of the places to stop before you head to Vegas. Or like I was looking at getting this courier and they basically pick you up from the airport of Vegas. And one of the options is, would you like us to drop you at In-N-Out Burger and try their burger on the way to your hotel? And I was like, oh, it must be good that the taxi courier is actually offering to, sort of, yeah. So how good is that? It's probably a bit like our grilled, I reckon. I reckon I'd love it if they do a plant-based option. But I know also because I watch a lot of, her name's called Ruby Travel, and they also do Ruby Slots. And Ruby she does a lot of food reviews in Vegas, and we watch all of them. So I have seen a load of food reviews, but obviously she's not plant-based. But some of the options she does say, oh, they do a plant-based option. So I guess, I'm just being difficult. I suppose I could have a bowl of chips, right? Or a hash brown. I'm not one of these people that go to a restaurant and just have a salad. Like, it just seems a waste of money. Yeah. But yeah, like if anyone does know In-N-Out burgers or what their options are, then let me know. Or if you're watching the repeat and then let me know in the comments. And obviously don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It means a lot. And share, if you could share, that helps. Where's Mrs. Bron today? She hasn't joined us. I believe chips are a plant. Yeah, exactly. So I can always have chips. It's funny. Most people say, oh, you're vegan. What do you eat? And I'm like, well, you'll be surprised. Like, some of the, the most popular foods on the planet, like hot chips, not very healthy, but. Oh, really? Oh, no, that sucks. That sucks about these so far. You can only see. Bloody hell, if hungry, I'm sure you've got Burger King over there, right? So I'm sure you do the Rebel Burger. I could get that, worst case. Good morning, Joe, welcome. Potatoes do rule. Potatoes do rule. I just had to throw away some potatoes, I'll be honest. I did this potato diet for 17, 19 weeks years ago. And I thought the other week, oh, I'm going to do potatoes again. I need to get into, and then I did 2 days and I was like bored of it. Like I can't do it. And then my potatoes have gone so bad and overgrown. They started growing, and which is fine. And I was like, they're gone all soft. And I was like, I'm just gonna bin my potatoes. Such a waste. And my kids, they're like, they don't eat vegetables. They're just a nightmare. Good evening to you. It's morning here in Brisbane. It is 7:15. I've got to take my dog to the vet shortly, so I won't be on too much longer. I'll probably give it another 15 minutes and then go to the vets. But yeah, there's a Burger King, but I'm sure there are others. Yeah, it's got to be better. There's got to be options. But like all the reviews we see are all steak restaurants. But even some of the steak restaurants would probably do something I can eat maybe. Some of the best plant-based options, believe it or not, have come from a place that has been like a full-on steak place. When we were in Bali years ago, I'm talking 2018, we went to this burger place and even the name was disgusting. It was like, I can't remember now, but let's just say like the Butcher Bar. I think it was something like that. And we went there and I had the best plant-based burger ever. So, you never know. Oh, thanks, Z. If you remember. Oh, I do that all the time. I think if I've got to do something and then I forget and I'm like, oh, what? And I like start worrying that I've got Alzheimer's. But I think it's just because I've got so much going on other than that. But yeah. Oh dear. If you think about it, let me know. But yeah, not long to go till Vegas, guys. It was 72 days, I think. Was it on Tuesday? Or was it last Saturday? So obviously it'll be less days now. And everything I'm earning from doing this DoorDash and Uber Eats is literally being transferred to US dollars. The dollar keeps going up and down. Like I think I got 62 cents US to my $1 Aussie. And then yesterday I only got 61 cents. So it is, but it's better than 57 cents when I first started transferring them. So I'm happy with that. Anything extra is always a bonus. I think the Aussie dollar is getting stronger, I've heard. I have heard that now there's a change like of government, maybe that might help. And also the fact that our our interest rates are going down. The dollar is starting to get a bit stronger. But that's what we want. We want the dollar. Well, it would be good to get $1 for $1, but that's never going to happen. Yeah, grilled. Do you not have grilled down there, Morris? Grilled is my favorite one. I love grilled. They do sweet potato chips, which are really good. And the fact that the whole family can eat from grilled too, like everyone likes something different, so we love grilled. But that's what I've been getting quite a few times this week. And they do like fresh avocado, and I just think they're really good. Although I always put do not ring the doorbell, do not knock, leave at my door. And what do they go and do? Ring the doorbell, and then it sets the dog off. I'm like, oh God, so much for eating in peace, and then the dogs go crazy. So I kind of I do understand. I always read customers' instructions when I'm delivering because I'm like, I like if someone rings the doorbell when there's instructions there, and it's just really irritating. But yeah, I always read the instructions first and make sure like that I get it right, because I know what it's like when someone doesn't read it and they do the opposite. So you didn't realize it was a franchise, Morris? Okay, well, yeah, it's pretty big in Queensland. I think another, like when it first came out, it started to be called like the Healthy Burger Place or something like that, but they've changed it now to Grilled, or whether like that's just their side name, I don't know. But it has probably in the last few years taken up. Not everyone reads. You're good about that. Yeah, like we were delivering last night, and because it also says on my car speaker as well what the customer says. And as I was getting out and delivering, because my husband was driving, he's like, "Oh, it says that you must not knock." I'm like, "Yeah, Dan, I do read. I can read." Like, and I think he was trying to be helpful, but I'm like, "I read every instruction. Like, you don't need to tell me." Like, and he's like, "Okay, I didn't realize you did read." And I was like, "Yeah, of course I do." Like, no, so. And I think I told you last week I got my first subscriber from delivering, because on my Uber Eats app, like you can have about me bit, and I always put like I'm doing this to help to pay for my holiday to Vegas and also do YouTube Dash with Nick. Anyway, I delivered to him and he's like, "Oh, I just saw your profile and I subscribed to you." So that is one good thing about Uber. You can have the bit about you. Not so good probably if things don't go well and you spill their drinks and then they go on your YouTube and probably harass you. Maybe that wouldn't be so good, but generally 9 times out of 10, I'd like to think that I do a good job. Other than that one time when I had that coffee and I went round the roundabout too fast and I spilt the coffee, but I did go back and I offered to repay for the coffee, but the restaurant made me another drink free of charge. And the customer tipped me for being honest and open with them. I think she gave me a $5 tip. So they're advertising it as healthy, although I think it's fried still. Like all their chips are fried. Like, I mean, how can, yeah. But I guess what they mean is I think their burgers are grilled, probably a bit like Hungry Jack's. So hopefully your Hungry Jack's doesn't take as long as your pizza did. Was your pizza good the other night? I can't believe how long Maurice ordered a pizza and it just took forever, didn't it? Well, yeah, I sent her the video footage, Z, and she never got back to me. But she left me a bad review on Uber, which I got a report against me. I also got another report against me. I assume it was from one of the spillages from a customer. So I've got 2 reports on Uber and 3 down thumbs. So 2 reports and 3 down thumbs out of 100. But then I've got 82 or 3 good feedbacks because not everyone leaves a positive thing. They only normally leave a negative. And I think I've done nearly 900 deliveries for Uber, maybe 860 or something. I was looking last night. So out of that 860, like literally 10% leave a review, but I've got 3 thumbs down and 2 of them are reports. And it would be reporting me about the spillages or the food missing. But I didn't hear from her again. She had my number. She had the video. She gave me the instruction. It was like, text me when you're there, which I did text. Go to the right-hand side, which I did, and leave at number 2. I did. I knocked, I waited. And in hindsight, I probably should have called her before delivering because there was no photo option. And she said she saw me drive out, but she didn't call me until 20 minutes later. So I'm thinking, yes, I probably did deliver it to the wrong because her instructions were really screwed up. Like they were like both my husband and I didn't understand her. My husband was with me at the time. We both read it 3 times ago. She's not making sense. We text. I delivered it. I went to the right location on her instructions. She saw me leave, but then called me 20 minutes later. So I think, yes, I probably did leave it at the wrong place and I should have called her. So that was my own fault. And I think I have learned from that. Always call, especially if it is, not a photo option. But I think she realized probably where I went and got the food and then made the complaint and called me, then made the complaint. So she ate the food, she went and got it where it was dropped off, realized, I can probably get a freebie from this. I'll call her. I mean, if you see me leave, you don't call 20 minutes later. I was literally on another job when she called me and it was a shop and deliver. So I was in the supermarket. And it was a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Maybe it wasn't 20 minutes. But why would you wait 15 minutes if you saw me leave? You'd call straight away, right? So I don't actually believe that. I think something was up there. Her instructions were way off. She was really confusing. And I think I'm quite I wouldn't say intelligent, but I think I'm, I might not, I'd like to say that I'm not dumb, that's for sure. And I'm certainly, I'm not the smartest person out there, but I think I'm pretty clued up with, so I don't know, maybe she was playing me. But yeah, that was my first strike. But luckily since then, I mean, other than that, I think the woman's coffee spilt and she left me a bad feedback. And I had one on DoorDash leave me a 1 rating because he said I ruined his meal. Oh, I'm glad your pizza was the best you had. That's awesome. Always good when that happens. Like I say, I always get the pizzas here. It's like a proper Italian. It's not one of the franchises. It's a really nice family owned, and I think they're all Italian, which helps. Actually, we did a thing last night, a husband and I. We said, okay, because London Eats does this. I'm always going on about London Eats. He's great. But he says, okay, today and he always says it in the beginning of his video, I'm going to order food at the end of the shift whichever I pick up on my, say, third delivery, fifth delivery, that is what I'm going to order at the end of the night. And he will order exactly the same as what that person ordered. So I think that's pretty cool. So my husband and I told him like what London Eats does, and he says, oh, that's a great idea. So we decided, okay, our sixth order, we're going to order whatever that is. Well, not exactly whatever it is, but that's the food choice we're going to order for the night, because we couldn't decide what we were eating. Anyway, funny enough, our sixth order was Woolworths shop and collect. Well, it wasn't shop and deliver. It was a boot, direct to boot. So obviously we couldn't, eat from a shop like a grocery store. So we're like, okay, it will be our next order. Our next order was Italian. So we went with the Italian theme, and we delivered the Italian. Then we had another alcohol delivery. And my husband joked, going, well, he would happily have alcohol for his dinner. And I was like, okay, well, I want food. So we went and got pizza, our Italian that we love. So Sahara Pizza and Kebab House, totally awesome. Oh, I love a good kebab, because they always do the falafel options for me. So I love it. And they always do the best chips, I find, Kebab House. Always fresh ingredients too. Yeah. Her instructions were really it was really bizarre. I wish I screenshot them and I could have kept it, and then she kept saying to me, oh, my instructions are really clear. And I was like, no, they're not. No, they are not clear. Like she kept saying that her instructions were clear. I was like, no, they're not. Like, oh, it's just oh, that one. Yeah. So yeah, that was really random. That was about 2 weeks ago. So I went to deliver. That was a DoorDash one. I went to deliver, and you know how someone just comes out, and now I'm getting extra paranoid. Like, okay, so if someone comes out now, I'm double checking. Are you? And anyway, she came out and she grabbed the food. I think I did film that part. And as I was filming it, I went back and it wanted a picture, but DoorDash said, you're not at the right location, because it was a unit. I was like, DoorDash says that all the time, doesn't mean anything. It's like someone's pinned at the wrong place. So I took that with a grain of salt, and I should have checked the number. I should have double checked, but she came at me as if it was her food. And I was like, well, it must be for her. And I took a picture, went back in the car, started driving. I think I even got another order. And then I had to go back and grab it off her. Luckily, she was still there. She was about to go out for a walk, and she's like, oh, I thought it was a gift. And I was like, no, it's not for you. Why did you come out and take it off me if it wasn't for you? And anyway, went to the right house. Luckily, I remembered the house number, knocked on the door, because the woman messaged me and go, because obviously I took a picture. That is not me. Where is my food? And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Seriously, what a rookie error. So then I went back, took it off her, took it back to the guy answered. And I said, sorry, your wife just sent me a message asking me. And he was like really good about it, gave it him. It was just like a 7-Eleven order. So it wasn't hot food, thank God. And I went and I saw the woman walking, and she's like, I'm sorry about that. Her English wasn't the best. She didn't really make much sense, but she just said, I thought it was a gift. I was like, yeah, well, no, it wasn't a gift. And then I messaged the woman back, and the woman was really good and said, no, thank you. I don't think she left me a bad feedback, because I didn't get another bad feedback on DoorDash. The only one I got was from that man that complained that I ruined his order because McDonald's put his drink in the same bag and it spilled everywhere. But yeah, yeah, I honestly don't think her English was the best. And in her excuse, I honestly think like she didn't really understand, and she just saw me coming and started. I don't get it. Like, why? It was all little units next to each other. So it wasn't like I was going to a specific house and then she came out. I'd understand, but a unit, so it was really dodgy. Did I headbutt her off camera? I think I gave her an evil to kill her, like, oh, if looks could kill. But I was just really annoyed because I was on my way to another job, and I had this stress of this other woman, the real customer, messaging me like, oh, that was not me. And I was like, oh my God, Nicola, do not get another bad complaint. Seriously, how can I do that? Stupid of me not to double check. I just thought DoorDash has pinned it in the wrong area, And then when I got that message, I was like, yeah, another lesson learned. Double check when you're dropping and someone's coming to the door. I mean, especially the units. I mean, a house. I mean, you've got the right house number. It must be for them, right? So yeah, house not so much. But double check at these units and don't just hand it to someone. And like even DoorDash said, you're not at the right location. Are you sure you're there? You think she knew? Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, she didn't really make sense. Like her English wasn't perfect. So who knows? And like maybe she was hoping it was for her. And luckily she didn't open the bag. I mean, because the bag was still sealed. It was just from 7-Eleven. I think it was just some energy drinks or some bread, or I can't even remember what was in the bag now. But yeah, luckily if it was hot food, I'm sure the customer would be more annoyed and probably would have given me another bad feedback. So I'm definitely glad that one worked out in the end. But like I feel like I'm just I'm dodging bullets sometimes with this job. Like, gee, like what am I? Like last night we did a delivery and it was a hand to me and it was a unit and there was like 4 units for the buzzer. The number 10 was what I wanted. He was coming out and he had like a trolley that he was going to the recycling with. And he said, oh, that one's for me. And I gave it to him. Luckily, I had it on camera. And then I double checked. I said, are you number 10? I said, are you from number 10? And he's like, yes. But I should have asked him, rather than said, gave him the answer, I should have said, what number are you? So I can confirm that you are the right person. Or what's your name? And I didn't do that. And then my husband's like, are you sure it was him? And then I got out the car again and asked him, are you so-and-so? And he said, yes. And I was like, okay, but I mean, it is really hard. Like you do get some really dodgy moments and you have to be really careful because, get too many complaints and then I'm out of there, aren't I? I'm like, I won't be doing vlogging. I'll be doing something else. I'll take you along for my recruitment journeys. That would be really boring. So yeah, I just feel like it's one thing after another. But I know. Well, thank you. It is always like, you learn every time you do something like this, you learn like drink spillages. I feel like from my mistakes, I am learning like get like a little box. It does help. You still can't prevent spillages, right? You still cannot prevent them, but it can at least reduce the risk. Going round roundabouts fast, rookie error. I had the coffee on the floor of my car seat. Luckily, it wasn't on my car seat. And it was one of the first deliveries I did for a coffee shop. And I went round the roundabout really fast. It went over and I heard it, got out, checked. The whole bag was soaking wet. Literally, there was no coffee to hand. So I went back. And obviously the whole, you've ruined my McDonald's order. Lesson learned, because I was just putting the seatbelt around it rather than having it in a plastic box. So the plastic box has been a lifesaver. It really does reduce the risk and the anxiety and like just getting better at knowing, okay, well, when you're dropping it, make sure that, maybe I need to be double checking, especially, So you're going to clean them up today. Yeah. Good idea. They are really useful, really sturdy. And I just need a bigger one that I can use for when I get bigger orders or I get 2 orders. So yeah, I'm definitely going to send my husband down to the shed too to look for another one. But yeah, it's amazing how much that box helps. You wouldn't think so. When someone first messaged and said about the box, I was like, oh, as if that's going to help. Coffee's going to spill, drinks are going to spill. And really McDonald's and places like that shouldn't really put their drinks in with the food. It should be separate. And I always ask now, like, which one's the drinks in? And most of the time they don't know. They're like, You're like, okay, so I have a little peek. I got my DoorDash bag delivered to me. It was after I started delivering though. So it's just the one bag. I think everyone gets one of them. But I did order more on their website. I got a pizza bag, and I also got a pizza bag, and I also got like a big catering bag, which is helpful when you get bigger orders, but not if they've got drinks in. And I also got like one of their torches on the DoorDash website. I can't see, people haven't got lights on, can't see so yeah, I got a torch, a catering bag, and a pizza bag. Pizza bags are really helpful, actually. Highly recommend that. Save it. You can claim it back on tax too. But well, I'm going to love you and leave you only because I've got to get my husband out of bed and he's got to take the dog to the vet. So I'm probably going to do some deliveries myself. So I do appreciate everyone. If you can hit that like button, share the video. Obviously, thanks for joining me today, guys. It really means a lot. And I really do like our chats. And the next one will be on Tuesday afternoon, nighttime, 5 o'clock Brisbane time. Obviously, I know Z and Dana, you can't make that, but obviously, if you get a chance, we'll try and mention you in the live and say hello to you for the ones that can't make it, who are sleeping. But yeah, the Tuesday afternoon, and I hope you all. I'm filming the pokies. Funny how my camera just went a bit funny then. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we're filming the pokies, and then I've got to do all that content. I've got to upload all that. I've got to make it into shorts. I've got to make like footage, like main video. I've got to put it on Facebook, Instagram. Oh my God, it does take a bit of time. So, oh yeah, I did mention you, didn't I? I think someone mentioned that it was that guy that came into my channel. He said in his comments that Americans don't like English accents, or because my husband said, I'd do so much better if I was American, like with my channel. And that guy confirmed that. He said, oh, a lot of American, and he was American himself. And he was saying that Americans don't like English accents. And I was like, or he said something along those lines. I was like, oh, it's funny because a lot of my viewers are American. And then I think I mentioned you, Z. And I was then trying to be really nice about Americans because I didn't want to like lose all my subscribers. And even Morris emailed me, be careful, Americans are just waking up now. I was like, no, I'm not having it. He was the one that says Americans don't like, I wasn't having to go at Americans. I was just saying like what he was saying. But what my husband was saying, like my channel would do so much better if I was in the US. I don't know how that really makes a difference. Yeah, that's just his opinion, and that's my husband's opinion. I don't know. I disagree. Like, look at London Eats, 300,000 subscribers. I'm sure they're not all UK people. Exactly. And I completely get that. Like, I wasn't agreeing with him. I was just like repeating what my husband and him were saying. And I was like, oh, I don't want to dig myself into like a grave and lose all my American subscribers. But I do find American channels do better. But that could be they have better content, right? Or they know a lot of Americans and they're able to get out there better. I don't know. I guess, it doesn't matter where you're from. If your content's good or people relate to you, they're going to follow you regardless. So totally get that. But I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. I'll have to go on Facebook now and announce the winners. Congratulations to Rosa and Stacey. Again, if you can, check out my Facebook page, Dash with Nick. Feel free to go and follow NK Slots too, NK Slots Australia. If you haven't, that would be great. I've got 5 more followers to get 100 on Dash with Nick for my Facebook. So if we can make that work, but if not, it doesn't happen. Oh, thank you, Morris. I might leave it at that note. I'll sign out on a good note. My content is great. Thank you. And I've got a really long video coming up, which I'm working on this week, which probably won't be for 2 weeks, to be honest with you, because I am scheduled for a few videos. And now I'm only doing 3 videos a week. I am scheduled, but like I'm doing a whole week's worth. And it's at 20 minutes already. And I still got to film today and tomorrow. So by the time I put it together, it might be 25 minutes. So hopefully that will help me with my view time too, because I think the longer videos do definitely. But anyway, see you all next week or on Tuesday or whenever you get a chance to watch any of the videos. Thanks, guys, and have a good weekend. Bye, Morris. Bye, Z. Take care, guys. Bye.